Welcome to the Edivart Elements of Design series. In this video, we're going to be talking about tone. Tone, also known as shading, is the amount of lightness or darkness in our drawing. And to practice making tone, you're going to need a pencil and a blank piece of paper. Don't hold your pencil upright for this part. Place it down on an angle so that you're using the side of the lead. The first thing we're practicing is pencil pressure. So you're going to start by pressing really quite firmly at one end of your gradient so that you get your darkest tone and gradually lightening off until it is as light as you can get it at the other end. And this helps to control the amount of tone you've created with your pencil. For the second practice, we're going to create a cross-hatching pattern. So you can hold your pencil normally for this, and this is about creating a lot of little lines that overlap each other and go in all different directions. In order to create tone, your lines need to get gradually further and further apart. So you're still going in all directions, but the gaps between each line should be wider and wider. So you can see that this end of my gradient looks lighter than this end. And this becomes more apparent when I add to this section, gradually making my lines further and further apart until I've created a tone that looks lighter in one section compared to another. For the last little practice, we're going to do something called scumbling. And scumbling is where you move your pencil in lots and lots of random directions over the page. It's similar to cross-hatching in that the tone is created by having your lines further and further apart. So as you continue along that gradient, you want to increase the gaps between your lines in order to make one section look lighter than the other. So you can see in the close-up that the more my lines overlap, the darker the tone appears. So now that we've practiced a few different techniques for creating tone, we're going to apply that skill to our contour line drawing from previously. So using your lead pencil, you're going to add tone to different areas of your drawing. Now you can choose any technique you like for this, but you want to make sure that you are following the contour or curve of your shape, that you are creating a gradual change from dark to light, and that you are toning darker at the edges of your shapes, leaving a highlight in the center. And that's it. You've now used tone to make your line drawing more interesting to look at. Now that we've mastered line and tone, it's time to move on to our next element of design.